my beautiful Leo friends, and welcome to your horoscope for March of 2021. Where Leo, this month, all the planets are moving forward. We've got the spring equinox on our hands, which is a fresh start as well. So March is really a month in 2021 where we want to take advantage of a deep breath that we get to have. It has been a minute, I think, since we've really had this kind of energy. So I really want you to get your fingers into this month, get them pruny, really dig into what's available for you this month, because it is just full passion forward. There's a lot of ease happening. Not to mention this month, your 8th house is pretty powerful. And then when we get to the second half of the month, the 9th house gets powerful as well. And when the 8th house is powerful, it means we have this opportunity to transform. There is like a metamorphosis available to us, but in order to achieve that, what has to happen is a little bit of shedding, some detoxing, some passion, some libido gets in the mix. So we'll talk all about that in just a second. Before we get in here, remember that the eat and greets are still happening, and you can check my website at stormiegrace.com. The calendar's right there on the homepage, and you can see who's coming, when they're coming, what we're going to talk about, stalk them on the internet, look at their web pages, all of that good kind of stuff. And if you wouldn't mind liking this video, comment, sharing, subscribing. If you are subscribed, please hit the notification bell so that as content is uploaded or we go live, you're available and you can join in right away. I love spending time with you. All right. Oh, Leo, this month. Okay, right at the beginning of the month, on the 3rd, we see Mars coming into the energy of Gemini. Now, this is going to light up your 11th house space. So the 11th house, yes, friends, groupings, social things, including technology and social medias. But the 11th house is also your long-range goals and plans and designs and aspirations for yourself. What do you want here? What are you working towards? What are you building? Do your actions, Mars, this month help you achieve that? Does your strategy, Mars with Gemini, that's action meets the mind meets the plan, does that move you forward in these particular areas? Now, the 11th house is also a space where we want a little accolade. We want some freaking accolades. I want to be known for, I am one of, but I would also like to be known for fill in the blank thing. So likely something mental, something communicative that you have to offer. So with Mars here in this particular energy, first of all, you could just be a busy beetle. You really could just be being social, having lots of conversations, or things about groupings and organizations, even online, could really be at the forefront of what you've got going on. I do tend to think that Mars in Gemini is really good at causing burnouts and blowouts, not just of people, but of technological equipment. So you maybe want to make sure that your cybersecurity is taken care of as well, because you might be having a lot of power conversations and you don't want to burn anything out, okay? On the 13th, we've got a new moon happening at 23 degrees of Pisces. This will light up your 8th house space. Now, the new moon is our opportunity to plant our seeds of intention, to move something forward, to have a fresh perspective on it, like put on a new pair of glasses. You just get fresh, sacred eyes on whatever's been happening here. But you plant in the dark. This is a dark moon, so it's intuition, it's instinct. You don't just always know. You really have to let the process of your emotional peeling happen in order to get that fresh perspective. Now, in the 8th house, this is joint resources. I say intimacy, anything that intimately connects you to another source, whether that be a person, place, or thing, a trauma from your past, a person you share a bank account with. How about an inheritance? Taxes, you're connected to the government in that way. Spirituality, you're connected to some other source. Whatever you have in your intimate connections, this new moon is giving you the opportunity to begin something fresh here. I will tell you too that on the 15th, Mercury is going to move into the energy of Pisces, which is traditionally considered to be in fall, because Mercury is not considered to be strong in this particular position, because Mercury wants detail. And he wants it quite quickly, as a matter of fact. And Pisces is kind of vague with the details and definitely not moving as swiftly as Mercury typically would love to. But here in the 8th house, just having had a new moon here, Mercury in the general also acts as a financial planet for you. So one of the things that occurs to me is in your 8th house here, what you'll actually have is strong, intuitive, financial, or detoxification intuition. So in your 8th house, in your joint resources, the place that you are connected to other human beings, things, or whatever, what needs to shed? What decisions are your intuition lighting up and saying, Leo, we've got to let this go so that we can deepen this area, right? Where can you shed? What do you need to physically clean out? What do you need to mentally, emotionally, in areas maybe you've been self-sabotaging, clean out? And sometimes we self-sabotage by just not putting out that creative work that we wanted to, just not doing this wonderful, magical thing that we have. And sometimes it's about that I'm just holding on to something. So in this area, I would ask you this month to review what can be shed, what can be let go of in order to allow this area to be intimately sacred and really, really lush and full. Okay. On the 20th, the sun moves into the energy of Aries. This brings you into your educational peak time or your expansion peak time. The sun in the 9th house for you, because that's where it lights up. The sun is in its joy in the 9th house, and you like joy. I like joy. So how about some sun in the 9th house in its joy, in the initiation and fellow fire energy of Aries. So right here, what we can see is that the sun bringing that light, heat, life, motivation, and joy to your 9th house area is about expansion. So with the sun here, you are absolutely motivated towards your expansion, whether that be faith, publishing, marketing, broadcasting, actual travel. And remember to think quite broad about the word travel right now, because you could be recording, learning, teaching something from the comfort of your couch, and it is landing in India or landing in the United States, wherever that is. Remember, travel, especially jumping an ocean, has become a little bit different when we brought technology to the table. So whatever it is, your ability to expand here is available. For some of you, this may be flat out. I'm starting that YouTube channel. I'm publishing that book. I am starting this training program so that I can take a leadership role down the way. Now, for some of you too, this is the 9th house, so it could be legal things. This could even, law school. Who's going to law school? Let me know if that's you in the comment section down below. Either way, this energy is also wrapped in this spring equinox, equaday, equinight, okay? So what we're wanting to do is use this. This is some of the most delicious, expansive energy that you've got this month. But you also want to make sure that you're in balance, right? Look around your 9th house area and say, where is this imbalance? Am I not progressing in my career, or am I not progressing in my life because my faith is not strong enough for me to stand on? Is my education not strong enough for me to stand on? Am I holding myself back because I won't put the content out there? Look at what the balance is or isn't. Now, Venus is also going to come into Aries on the 21st. She brings a diplomacy. She brings an ease when we're looking at and we're motivated towards something, but she's also a magnetizer. Venus is like, get in here, right? She's happy over there with Aries energy. These are the lovers. So it's a very passionate 9th house time for you, whichever direction that manifests, okay? Now, the week of the 22nd gets a little tricky in the sky, so I'm going to be breaking that down more in detail in the weekly horoscope, so make sure you check it out. I'm putting a card right above so that you can click right over and see that weekly video, okay? Now, as we close out the month on the 28th, we're going to have a full moon in the energy of Libra at 8 degrees, and this will light up your 3rd house space. Now, the full moon says that something needs to be ended, acknowledged, or adjusted. It's got a ton of light, so you cannot mistake what you are looking at. The universe is like, no. Rose-colored glasses off. Here's all the light. Look at it. What I'm showing you is really, really real. It's revealed at emotional level. So whether it's unconscious, subconscious, conscious, and we just haven't seen something for what we need to, this gives us a lot of light to bring that to some kind of conclusion, adjustment, or just to acknowledge what we're looking at. Now, in the energy of Libra, we know this has to do, again, with some balance, maybe with some relationships, not just romantic, but relationships, and where you're at in relation to things in your life. 3rd house, this is going to be thinking, teaching, education, things with siblings, buying cars, homes, writing things like books or blogs or websites. What is it that is a rebalancing, or that you need to adjust the relationship that you have with this particular area of your life? This is the full moon to have a look over that, okay? All right, my beautiful Leo friends, I hope that March is brilliant for you. I hope you use the energies well. Not everybody's going to have the greatest month. Not everybody's going to have the worst month. That is not the point of the generals. The general horoscope is here to give you a sense of the energies that are coming so that you can decide how you're going to act and show up and conduct yourself within them, okay? All right, my beautiful friends, like this video, comment, share, subscribe. I love you, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.